There is a concept in filmmaking called the last frame. It is the final image you leave with the audience. The entire story, all the conflict, all the emotion, leads to this one final impression. It is the period at the end of the sentence. It defines what the story was truly about. Many great performers are masters of winning the game, but the true legends, the ones who achieve immortality, become masters of the last frame. They begin to think not just about the next win, but about their ultimate contribution. They shift from playing a finite game, which is played for the purpose of ending, to playing an infinite game, which is played for the purpose of continuing the play. Welcome back to the inner game of greatness. Today, we explore the architecture of a legacy. What drives a champion after the trophies have been won and the records have been set? What is the fuel for the second half of a great life? This is a journey into the deepest levels of our inner vision architecture, into the realm of understanding and purpose. As a performer's career progresses, the motivations often shift. The initial drive might be extrinsic: money, fame, approval, escaping a difficult past. These are powerful fuels, but they are finite. They burn hot and fast. At some point, for the truly great, this fuel is not enough. The why has to change. Michael Jordan, after his first 3 championships, retired. He had reached the pinnacle, but the fire hadn't gone out. He returned to the game, not just to win more, but to prove something to himself on a deeper level, to solidify his legacy as untouchable. Kobe Bryant, after his playing career, dove into new pursuits of filmmaking, writing, coaching his daughter's basketball team with the same obsessive passion. He wasn't trying to recapture his past glory. He was applying his architecture of greatness to a new domain. His purpose had evolved from personal achievement to storytelling and mentorship. This shift is a profound transformation of the inner architecture. It's a fundamental change in the filtering system. The master's mind begins to filter for different things. It filters less for what can I get and more for what can I give. It filters less for short-term validation and more for long-term impact. The questions change from, how can I be the best, to how can I help others be their best? This requires a deep level of understanding, the final stage of our framework. It's the understanding that personal ego, the story of me, is a temporary structure. True fulfillment comes from connecting to something larger and more permanent than oneself. It could be a craft, a community, a body of knowledge, a set of values. It is the realization that what I build is less important than what I build for. This is the architecture of purpose. A purpose is not a goal. A goal is finite, you can achieve it. A purpose is infinite. It is a direction, a guiding star. You can never fully achieve your purpose, but you can live in alignment with it every day. This provides a sustainable, intrinsic source of motivation that can last a lifetime. The Japanese have a word for this: ikigai. It is often translated as a reason for being. It is the intersection of 4 things: what you love, what you are good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. A person who has found their ikigai has built an architecture where their work, their passion, and their contribution are all one integrated system. They are not pulled in different directions. They are aligned. The practice for building this architecture of legacy is one of deep reflection. It is to engage in a dialogue with your deeper self. It is to ask the big questions. If time and money were no object, what problem would I want to solve? What beauty would I want to create? What would I do if I knew I could not fail? It is also a practice of mentorship. The desire to pass on what you have learned is a natural sign of mastery. When you teach, you learn on a deeper level. When you mentor, you solidify your own understanding. You move from being a player in the game to being a steward of the game. You are ensuring the game continues, more beautiful and more evolved than when you found it. This requires a final, profound letting go. You must let go of needing to be the one with all the answers. You must empower others to find their own path, to build their own architecture. You are no longer building a monument to yourself. You are planting a forest that will grow long after you are gone. In our final episode, we will synthesize everything we have learned. We will explore what it means to become an integrated self, to embody this architecture of greatness, not as a set of tools you use, but as the very person you are, moving through the world with skill, presence, and purpose. For now, I leave you with a question to contemplate, a question that points toward your own last frame. What is the one thing you want to build that will outlast you? What is the seed you want to plant?